Hi, I'm Kat and this is my channel, Rising from the Illness. Hi, I'm Kat and I am also known on social media as Rising from the Illness. So you may have already known me from my podcast, from Instagram, from Twitter or TikTok. If you do, hello, welcome back. Nice to see you. If you don't know me, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. So I am a chronic illness sufferer. I suffer with a very rare condition called Behçet's disease, and it's a very rare form of vasculitis which affects the blood vessels in your body. So basically it can affect any part of my body. I suffer with seizures, I have a paralysed stomach, I have joint and mobility problems, I get lesions on my skin, on my head, I suffer very badly with fatigue, with sickness. The list goes on and on. There's so many different problems. I'd say the two main issues for me are my seizures and my gastroparesis, basically because I throw up everything I eat, which just isn't fun. I've had the condition all my life, but it got quite bad in my early 20s. I was diagnosed at 23, and then it got really bad when I was about 27 years old. This was a result of some very bad grief and trauma that I had in my life. Basically, my body couldn't cope with it, and the illness just went wild. I ended up in hospital. I ended up very, very, very poorly, and I'm still now on my route back to health. I'm still not there yet, but I'm getting there. I'm receiving a treatment called plasma exchange, which is brilliant at the moment. It's really helping me just to try and maintain a level of healthiness. Although it's not a cure, it does try and just help give me that little bit better quality of life, which is great. So the reason why I have decided to start a YouTube channel and to start vlogging is I just want to spread awareness and I want to reach out to people who really need it. That's the whole reason I've got my social media platforms anyway. I really struggled when I was 23. There was not really any kind of platforms for me to meet people in similar situations to me at my age. I think the only person I managed to meet through the charity of my condition was a 40-year-old man, and that's fine, he was brilliant, but he didn't relate to me because he wasn't a woman in her 20s. Obviously I'm 30 now, but I really want to reach out and help those people who are struggling, who feel like they're on their own, and just let them know that they're not on their own. So I love to just kind of share my story, share my experiences, and hopefully by doing that people will watch it and know that someone else has been through that and that they can talk to someone else. But what I also really want to do is raise awareness for chronic and rare conditions, but also invisible conditions and invisible disabilities. I am disabled. I have a disabled badge. Some days I can't move at all. Some days I'm in a wheelchair. Some days I'm on crutches. Some days I'm on a walker. Sometimes I have my walking stick. It really just depends on the level of health or fitness I'm at on that day. With chronic illnesses and autoimmune disease, they can flare. So, some days are better than others, and I think it's really important to raise that awareness that not everything you see is as it is. If you look at me right now, I look okay. I don't think you'd really think there was anything wrong with me, but there is. And I think that level of understanding isn't there because the awareness isn't there. People aren't going to understand what they don't know. And that's really why I want to get my message out there. I want to reach out to the people who are struggling and also help people understand. So hopefully there is a bit more of empathy and understanding in the community in general. I don't get it from everyone. Some people are really understanding. There's others that are not so much, and I do get quite a lot of abuse. I have had quite a lot of abuse with, parking in a disabled bay. As I said, I don't look unwell, so if I was sat in a car just at this height, you'd probably not think there was anything wrong. It's only when my boyfriend has got the wheelchair out of the car, or I've got out of the car with my feeding bag with my tube attached to me, that people realise that yes, I actually do need the space. So I think it's just really important to make people aware of this, and that's why I just really want to open up my life to everyone who wants to listen, really. It doesn't matter if you're suffering with a chronic condition or not. On my podcast, a lot of my listeners don't actually have a condition. They're just very interested in my life and my journey and how I cope and and deal with things. So I think it can be relevant to everyone. I do like to have a laugh, I do like to look at the positives, and I do like to have a giggle about things. There's no point being upset or angry or, you know, hating life, because I'm here at the end of the day, I'm here, I'm going to make the most of it. And yeah, some days are bad, some days are really bad. Yesterday I had a really bad fit. I ended up on the floor for I don't know how long. My boyfriend was cooking dinner and he heard a strange noise, and it was actually my leg like vibrating against the floor where I was having such a bad fit. And yeah, it did used to upset me when I had fits, because it's kind of like it's something that I'm not in control of, and in a way my fits do control me, but they're a lot better than they were. I'm not fitting 3 or 4 times a day now, which is brilliant, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, you know, yeah, it's a bit rubbish, but I'll carry on and I'll look for the positives, and can't really have a laugh about having a fit, but you know, I've just got to carry on. So I do like to just look at positives, look at the little wins that I've had and celebrate what I've got rather than what I've lost or what I can't do. Obviously right now I know people are struggling so much with lockdown. I'm locked in again. I think in March I was in the flat for 7 weeks without even leaving the front door. And that was really tough, and I was really worried that I'd struggle, but I don't think I'm struggling as bad as I did, because I know what to expect now. But I think everyone does struggle. So again, this is what I'm here for. You know, it's something else for people to watch, get involved in, message me, let me know what you're up to. If you want to chat, then that's fine. Just want to have a laugh or a giggle. I always say to my friends, even if you just want me to send you a funny meme, I can find one. All I want to do is just spread a bit of positivity. And like I said, you don't have to be suffering with a chronic illness to watch these or want to get involved. It's absolutely fine. So thanks for listening, and watch this space for more videos.